Hey guys, it is Michelle. We're gonna wait a few minutes so that everybody can get on. I just announced we're going live. I know it's been like a hot minute, but and this is kind of like a quick last minute thing. My hair is like all kind of like I just got home from work and the gym, so my hair is all kind of like a little gnarly. We're gonna go and take a shower afterwards, but I wanted to come on here and film and talk to you guys because it's been such a long time and I miss you guys. I'm sorry that it's been so long. But I figured we would talk about my project pan. I got all those goodies in this bag here. Talk about how that went. I think it went really well. And we're also going to do the empty items aspect as well. So we'll do project pan. We'll talk about empty items and all that other thing. Like I said, sorry I've been away for quite a long time, guys. I feel like when I go to film, something always happens when I try to do live videos. My mom had to go for surgery. She's doing well. But that happened. Things with my brother happened. Like it's been like a kind of a crazy thing going on. Plus with my class and everything. Hi, Mike. How are you? I miss talking to you guys. It's been forever. But I got myself a glass of vino here. We're going to sit. We're going to talk. We're going to talk about Project Pan and just like catch up because I miss you guys. It's been so long. I'm so glad. I love doing these live videos, and I haven't done one in what feels like weeks because things just keep popping up. And now with Easter coming, it's like the next few weekends are going to be horrific. Hi, how are you? Oh, all my favorites are here. I love you guys. I'm so happy. So with Easter coming, the next few weeks are going to be disastrous. But I'm definitely going to try to do a live video this weekend, guys. I'm so sorry I've been gone for so long. Oh, I do. I'm sorry. I know I've been trying to get more into. I've been like really like into my schoolwork and stuff like that. And when I do go to film my outfit videos, it's normally after I get out of work and my hair is like now like Studopeda. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Ah! Oh, ridiculous, but I need to get more into the habit of doing because I love doing the fashion videos. They're my favorite. Oh my god, that is a big knot. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. But yeah, we definitely need to do some shoe videos. I really want to do you guys have requested an updated shoe video for quite some time. I mean, there's some new ones. Some of you have sent me some beautiful shoes. I haven't caught up completely with I have the videos download it. I just gotta like post them on here for you guys because some of you sent me some beautiful, beautiful things. And I also have the garter belt try on and my review on it, which I should be posting this week, which was awesome. So to my lovely subscriber who sent me that, I love it. The heel that I missed is the different colors on it. The different colors, I'm trying to think which one that is. Most of my shoes, unfortunately, are either black or silver. Like, I don't really have too many in between. Or red. I got like 4 red pairs. But we definitely need to do a updated video on those. But today we're going to do my Project Pan because you guys know I did that about a month ago. And I think I did pretty good. But there's some items here that I'm like, we had some problems. So the 2 items I didn't finish, but I'm on my way, is Aqua Kiss. You can see it's almost gone. I've been using this for work. I love the smell of it, but these things last forever, which is great, but she needs to go. Next is, you guys know I've been trying to Project Pan this for years. I'm not in my bedroom, but a lot of my silver shoes are here. There's quite a few of them. I have my shoe rack literally right behind the camera, so yes, they are here. As you can see, I didn't get very far with this, guys. It's down to here, so I mean that's good. I gotta work more on it. Now that the weather's starting to get warmer, I can do that. So, I'll answer your questions while we go through this, so don't think I'm like all over the place, guys. I finished this Meyer Lemon. I actually finished the majority of my stuff, so I am going to treat myself to a reward. I just haven't yet. Big update, and I'm so excited for this, guys. Like, I know it's like, this is adulting like 101. I finally paid my car off this past week, and it's like the best feeling in the world right now. So like my little treat can be a little bit more exuberant. So I don't know what I'm gonna get yet. I don't know, but we'll see. So I finished up this Meyer Lemon, which is like one of my favorite. It smells so good, and it was such a good price. I have a ton of this like these lotions from Bath and Body Works, the body care ones. They're really good, but I really have to like use them up. I got so many lotions, and I don't tend to use those ones as much, but I'm starting to get in the habit of doing that. I used up this Avon Bubble Delight in the vanilla cream. This stuff smells good. It smells really good. Like every time I get myself an Avon lady, they disappear because I don't order every darn week. Like I had to space out my orders like every week so that I could get like so I wouldn't lose my Avon lady, and they still would disappear on me, which is ridiculous. But what can you do? What do they call those bins? MBMs, I think is what they're called. I know that they're pyramid schemes. Which I probably shouldn't be supporting a pyramid scheme in the first place, but I like Avon, you know? Next thing we used up was this EOS lotion. If I finished the lemon, this was the next one we were going to use up, which we did. There are some items here, guys, that I didn't use up, and when I get to them, I'll explain that, because there's some stories to tell. We used up this weightless body oil finally. This took a while to use up. I normally use this for after I got out of the shower, because I always have to put a lotion or something on my skin when I get out of the shower, because with my eczema, I do have extremely dry skin, and it helps. Okay, so this is the first one that I tried to use up, but I had no luck. I used up some of them. Actually, I put like little X's in some of them, as you can see. This formula was so bad, guys. Like, I can't even tell you. Like, I wanted to use up Lock. I have quite a few silver ones, but I can pull out a pair of silvers before things end. I am wearing a pair of Misty Taupe hosiery from work today. Although they're going in the garbage because I ripped it like up on my thigh a little bit, so they're not going to be much longer. But I was going to use up Lock, but the formula on this is so bad, it makes your makeup look so muddy. I mean, it's Hot Topic. Hi, Peter. How are you? I'm feeling good. Thank you. Hot Topic makeup isn't the best quality. We already know that. I tried making it work and layering it with my more expensive stuff, but I have so much makeup at this point that it doesn't make sense to keep using stuff that's not good. That's not quality makeup. I went through a lot of my palettes and I gave some away to friends just because I had over 20-something palettes and I'm like, I'm never going to get through this. You know what I'm saying? So I gave some of the palettes that I wasn't a huge fan of. I got rid of my Too Faced. We'll do an updated makeup palette video as well. But I just got to the point where it's like, I really don't need to use them. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So I gave some of my palettes to some of my friends because I just wasn't going to use them. Like, I may swatch one or two of them. I have my favorite brands. If you want me to talk, like, do a video on my favorite makeup brands and my favorite makeup items, let me know down below. And we can totally do that. This one I did use up, but like I know it doesn't look like I did. But it's this Physicians Formula eyeliner. It's just like, it's super thick, like it's pretty much dried out. I used what I could and then it just kind of like dried out, and pardon the phrase, but it's drier than a popcorn fart. I'm not sure if that's an actual phrase. It's something my family always used. It's not the most, it's not the nicest. When was your first pair of high heel shoes? Whew. I was young. My first pair of high heel shoes. Like a really high heel, like a decent heel. I gotta think about this. I think I was 11 years old. Platforms were becoming a thing, so this thing had a decent platform, and I was in private school at the time. And they were adorable. Unfortunately, like, I was at that age where my foot wasn't done growing. They were these beautiful suede shoes with a cute little bow on top. We went and visited my grandmother in New York City, and we found these, like, they have a huge flea market in New York City during the summertime, and we stopped there and we found these beautiful shoes, and I miss them so much. I wore them to death, and I literally wore them even though they didn't fit when I got older, to the point where they were destroyed. But I was about 10 or 11 years old with my first pair of, like, authentic heels. I had little tiny heels as a little girl, like little, like, kitten heels, but an actual pair of high heels, I was about 11 years old. Okay, so the next thing I used up was this Too Faced Replenishing Primer and Setting Spray. This was just a sample from like either Sephora or Ulta, which was really good. A few more items in here. Just 4 more. And then we'll do the regular items I've used up for the month thing. Might as well just do them all at once, you know. I used up 4 of these other items. One being this Victoria's Secret's Very Sexy Now perfume. This was a gift from a friend a few years back. It has a beautiful coconut smell, but it was just like lingering, and it was definitely time to use up. And the time I was using it was like perfect. But she's all up. She's gone. I'd like to get Bombshell next. Next, I used up this High Intensity Pigment Silver Pencil. She is beyond dead. High Intensity Pigment was one of my favorite. It was by L'Oreal. It was one of my favorite makeup brands from the drugstore, but she's long. Oh, let me sit down, guys. Sitting on my ankles hurts, which is a habit I do have. But it was one of my favorite brands. I really loved High Intensity Pigments. It's just that they're discontinued, and hanging on to it forever is not the healthiest thing in the world either. I think I have a gold one left, which I'll be using up eventually. But I killed the silver one finally. Next thing I killed is this Pure Care Dry Oil for hair. I really do like using a dry oil. My hair definitely needs it. It is very dry at times, even though I use tons of conditioners. But this wasn't bad, and I really love the way it smells. This came from the Walmart Beauty Box, and I would totally buy this. I do have some other dry oils right now that I'll be using, so I won't be going to the Dove product for quite some time, but I will totally buy this when I use up the dry oils I already have. And the last thing that I used, I didn't finish it up. Oh, thank you. This was Make a Sheen by Revlon and Showstopper Copper. You guys know I've been using this forever, and I did do a decent pan on it. I've literally have had this since I worked for the Elvis impersonator that I used to work for years ago. So this thing's over 10 years old. Oh, thanks, Mike. You're so sweet. So I've been using it for quite some time. Like I said, it's over 10 years old, and it got to the point where as I was using it, my eyes are starting to itch. So not a good sign. But I did use up quite a bit, but it was a beautiful color. It was really, really nice. But now I'm using a 3 palettes so far. Today I'm wearing Anastasia's Modern Renaissance. I've been using Blood Sugar from Jeffree Star and Dare to Create by Morphe. I've been my 3 that I'm currently using. Although I used Jeffree Star's Thirsty the other day. I love his formula. So good. And I've been like, not allergies, but I don't know, I get bloody noses when I get stressed, and it's been kind of stressful the past few weeks, and it's just been really bad. So like I'm kind of like nasally because of that. It is what it is. I'm gonna move on to the items that I've used up. How long have I been on YouTube? I think it's close to 8 years. The only reason why I remember, it's because I started YouTube not long after my grandfather passed away. I've talked about this a few times on here already with you guys. It was a very dark time in my life. When I first started this channel, I had gotten hurt. I was not on disability. They thought I was going to end up on disability. I had an extremely bad back injury from a job. And I fought to get myself better. And at the same time, my grandfather, who was like my best friend, we were very close. He was very much the person that some of my greatest lessons I learned from him. We lost him at that time. So to deal with all this, and like I said, because I wasn't working, I wasn't making money, I didn't have money for food, I didn't have money for the roof over my head. So it was a dark time, and to get my mind off it, I started a YouTube channel, which I had considered doing prior to all of these bad things happening. But it was a way for me to get my mind off my situation, and I ended up making friends through here, and it was just a wonderful thing. It was wonderful. That's not a bad idea. You can definitely do something like that. You guys know I have a fan page on Facebook, which I know some of you have sent me messages and it takes me a while to respond back, and I truly apologize for that. As you guys know, I'm a jack of all trades. I am all over the place, like between my day job and then I make my YouTube videos, and then I've been sending my brother a ton of stuff for eBay. Tons of stuff. I can't tell you how many things I've been sent out. So it's just like I'm all over the place, so I may take me some time to get. I know, like, the one guy was like, it took you I don't know how long to answer my message, and I do apologize, but message me on there, and definitely you can ask me questions. I have my Instagram. You can ask me questions on there. My favorite talk show host? Oh, that's tough. I really do love Ellen, though. I gotta say, Ellen, I think she's hysterical. I love her. Some of the stuff that they do is super, super funny. I think she would probably be my favorite. Let's go to empty items I've used up. Okay, so the first thing I used up is Bahama Breeze. Delicious. It must be in Bermuda. I really wanted to go to Bermuda this year, guys. Due to certain circumstances, that's not going to happen. Between my class lets out mid-May, and it's just cutting it too close, and some of the other trips are a little too pricey for what I can afford. Yeah, sure. And then there were some other things that happened as well, so unfortunately I will not be able to make it to Bermuda this year, but that's okay. I'll probably do a trip to Cape Cod. I'm aiming for next year. Ricki Lake, that's a classic. She's pretty cool. I do like Ricki Lake too. But yeah, so I'm a little bummed that I can't go this year. I loved it so much. I really did, but what can you do? Hi, Starman. I'm doing well. How are you? Oh, everybody that I normally talk to is on here tonight. This is so awesome. So happy. So my mom, for Christmas, got me these bath bombs. Well, was it for Christmas? No. I think it might have been for Valentine's Day. She got me this cute little gift. These bath bombs were really bad, though. They were really stinky. But I don't have the heart to tell her that. She thought she got me something nice. And it was really nice, you know. It's a thought that counts, but they smelled really bad. They sounded like they were smell good, but they stunk. So the first one is by Simple Pleasures. It's called Honey Almond. This smelled like a barn. It was yucky. Yeah, it's been a while, I know. I want to do it once a week, but the week has been so crazy for me lately. Next, I used up this bath bomb. It's called Aubergine Bath Bomb. It's the one that looks like an eggplant. It smells great, but it looks like an eggplant. I don't know why it looks like an eggplant. Normally, when I think of eggplant, I think of what they use the emoji for. I don't know why they did that. Maybe it has something to do with that. Trying not to be dirty, but it's the eggplant one. But it did smell nice. Next is another stinky bath bomb. This one was cranberry apple, and I was so disappointed in this. No, I'm wearing a pair of pants today. These ones I like because it's got this little, like, pull thingy on the side. It's really cute. I wore them to work, even though I guess they're not technically work appropriate. They're more laid back, but they're really cute. I like them. They're comfortable. This is in cranberry apple. I missed half of that. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is another stinky one. It was gross. Next, I've been trying to go through like all my like little soap samples I get from the hotel, so I used up. We got 2 of those this time around. Oh, 3. Used up 3, so that's good. It's been a while since we've done one of these, so it's like a mess up in here. And those soaps are really good. That's from the hotel I normally stay at. But they changed. They're like thinner now, but that's fine, you know, it's hotel soap. Next I used up this whole blend by Garnier Fructis. I'm not a big fan of whole blends, I'll be honest with you. I got this from the Walmart Beauty Box. And my friend actually bought like the bottles of it, and she's not impressed with it either. It's just, it's not good. Quite a few things in here. The weather right now is better. Today it was 63 degrees. I do see flowers coming up, but Friday we did have snow. The weekend it was warm, and today it's nice, but it's supposed to rain. It rained a little bit, but not much. I'm hoping we're out of the clear. We're in what I call mud season because everything's a muddy mess. So outside isn't the best right now for filming yet. We're very close though, guys. I'm very excited for that. I can't wait because I do prefer to film outside because of the natural lighting and it just looks nicer. I know my whole way that I normally film in for my videos is ugly as sin. Again, I live in a house that my grandfather left behind, and it's still in a state. So I really am very limited on what I can and cannot do as far as like the house does. I can maintain it. I really can't do much else. I would really love to get rid of that disgusting wallpaper. I want to get rid of the carpets, but I can't because nobody owns it yet. And if I do that, I can anger somebody. So, because I've gotten actually a lot of messages about that on the videos, why, but it is what it is. So, I know not everybody has to go through that kind of thing, but somebody told me if you're making enemies, you're on the right path. So, and I've noticed there's been a few of them, so I guess we're doing the right thing, guys. The next thing is this Eggnog Yule Log Bubble Bar from Lush. I gotta tell you, this thing was horrible too. It smelled great, but it wouldn't bubble for the life of it. Maybe it was too old. I don't know. It really didn't have the consistency of the other bubble bars, but it is what it is. It smelled nice. It was a Christmas gift. Next thing I used up was these Equate cleansing towels. I've been using these more. Oh, thank you so much. I do have another skirt that I plan on pulling out more that has some lace in it. I haven't really pulled it out that much lately because the weather was really cold, but now it's warming up, so I can play more with my longer skirts. But yeah, I've been using this more than my Marcel water, only because the mascara I've been using doesn't want to come off with the Marcel water, but these work really well, and they smell nice. Next is Golden Pear Soap. This was really, really nice. Hi, Jamie. How are you? I did receive your message the other day, and I'm sorry I didn't message back. I've been meaning to. I've been studying my class, and I just haven't gotten back to you. But I did read it. I didn't forget about you. Oh, thank you so much. But this Golden Pear Soap from Lush was really good. It was part of their Christmas line. It had a ton of glitter in it, which I absolutely adored. Really nice light shimmer. And it smelled beautiful. So this was really good. I normally don't like their soaps because I don't like the way they lather. But this one was delicious. It was really great. There's quite a few things here, guys. I used up this. This is old, guys. So this is Vanilla Bean Noel. This was a bubble bath and body wash snow glow from Bath & Body Works. The main reason why I used it up is because the liquid inside it was, when I first got this, it was clear like you see now. Look at the little fox. See, obviously, I bought it because of this fox. I'm sure you saw me haul it when I first got it. What ended up happening is that it was turning color. And I'm like, well, that's not good. So I used it as a bubble bath. It bubbled beautifully. Vanilla Bean Noel smells great. And it had glitter in it. A bonus. But it was starting to turn. So I wasn't going to keep it just for the sake of keeping it. So I used it up before the product went bad. Next, I got two more of the stinky bath bombs my mom got me. I mean, these ones weren't so bad. Those last two were. What's my favorite supermarket to shop at? Hannaford, actually. I prefer Hannaford. Because they have a lot of more organic or more natural foods. Oh no, I almost actually rolled my ankle today at the gym when I was on the elliptical. I hope you're feeling better. Yeah, I like Hannaford. They have a lot more organic or natural or health foods. I like that they have a deli and they have a fish market. There is a price chopper, but I feel they're way too expensive. And with Hannaford, and I'm not sponsored. Oh, nice. I've never heard of that one. Hannaford has an app, and if you use it, like, you get money back and great coupons. So I've been using that a lot too, because I know a lot of people think that Hannaford's expensive, and I can agree and disagree with that. Compared to places like Walmart, yeah, they may be a little bit pricier, but okay. But I do like, because they tend to have more health food and gluten-free foods and stuff like that. The one by us has a huge section of German food, which you guys know, I'm German, so it's nice to find like those kind of spices and stuff. They have a kosher section or a Jewish section, which I always shop through, because sometimes Jewish food and German food go hand in hand. Oh, thank you so much. I respect you too. And yeah, they just have some really great stuff, so that's why I like that one. Okay, this is a vanilla brown sugar, and this one was peppermint swirl scented, which was great because I use this twisted peppermint as like a bubble bath. It's delicious. We're almost done, guys. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more items, and we'll just do some more talking. Yeah, I can see that. Oh, this is the twisted peppermint shower gel that I used with that bath bomb. You know my love for twisted peppermint. It's so creamy and delicious. Absolutely one of my favorite. And everybody knows it's my favorite now, so I always get tons of it for Christmas. Love it! Next, I used up this candle called Hello Gorgeous. This came from the dollar store. This came from Dollar Tree. I don't know what it's supposed to smell like, but it had a very nice berry scent. It had a really good throw on it. I'm not going to keep the jar on this one because I had 2 of these and I burnt them both. They had a beautiful ombre of purple, pink, and white. But this was great, and they actually lasted a long time. Don't knock Dollar Tree all the time, guys, because sometimes you can get some really good things in there. Next, I used up this candle called Gemini from Bath & Body Works. Oh, this scent was divine. You guys know I'm a Gemini. This was in the scent Eucalyptus Rain. Beautiful. I burnt this in the bathroom when I was taking a bath, and I absolutely love it. So when I find the big Eucalyptus Rain, I'm totally going to buy it. These were on sale, that's why I ended up buying the little guy. Next, I used this mascara. This is Pumped Up Colossal by Maybelline. Yes, I could pull out one of my silver heels by the end of the video for you guys. So this was okay. I'm on the hunt for a good mascara right now. I'm using one right now that my friend recommended. My week hasn't been bad thus far. I was working on my class earlier today, which is going good. I'm at the halfway mark. I've been doing really good with that. But so far, it's been going pretty good. Last week was a little bit more crazy. My mom had to go for surgery. My brother's been doing a lot of things too. So family has been kind of crazy right now. But things are going well. Thank you for asking. This is the Maybelline Pumped Up Colossal, which isn't bad. Oh, hello, Samuel. So next I use, this is tea tree oil. This stuff is great for so many things, guys. I totally recommend. You can find this at most health food stores. You can find them in places like CVS or Rite Aid. Absolutely, you're right, Michael. This stuff is amazing if you're prone to breakouts. When I was a teenager, although lately I've been having a lot of breakouts too, so I don't know if I'm getting my time of the month or stress. I don't really know what's causing it because I just don't know. But even as a teenager, tea tree oil was my go-to for pimples. It works so well, guys. It's also a good antifungal for people who end up with athlete's foot and stuff like that. It's very good, or any kind of skin fungus and stuff like that. I read that, not that I've experienced it, but just good to know. It's very, very good for your skin. Tea tree oil is good for many different reasons. Now, it does have a strong, pungent odor. It doesn't bother me anymore because I've used it for so long. I kind of like it, actually. But this stuff is so good for your skin, guys. It can be a little pricey, but I know places like CVS and them will do like buy one, get one free sometimes. This goes for about $10, but a little goes a long way. So, take a look up tea tree oil, look up its benefits. It's really good. I love it. It's one of my favorite things to use as far as natural stuff. I've been wanting to do a series called Natural Beauty. Well, That's like perfect timing, Starman. I wanted to do a series called Natural Beauty where I talk about some of the natural things I use. Himalayan bath salt's one of them. Himalayan sea salt bath salts. I know the feeling. I use tea tree a lot. I use a lot of naturally occurring things. I try to go holistic or natural as much as I can. I try not to use any pills or anything like that. So I have considered doing a series like that. I have promised you guys that I would do a live pamper video as well, where I would do like a face mask, and then I have those baby feet things that I put on my feet as well, and we would just sit and relax. That's something I want to do as well. What other videos I've had? I wanted to do a series of videos talking about some different favorite songs. I wanted to do a Q&A, but we kind of do that with the lives. But like, I figured I'd get like some like a list of questions and just go through them. I've thought about doing some ASMR videos. Yes, absolutely, Jamie. I totally agree with you. I've been doing some ASMRs. I've thought about doing some mukbangs or like a sit down and eating video. Like Joey actually wanted to do like a sit down. We'll like do a live. Oh, thank you. I actually I have a degree in teaching, believe it or not. I think I've mentioned that to you guys before. But I'm not a teacher now. That's a long story within itself. We wanted to do like a live video, like while eating dinner and talking and asking questions, because I know a lot of you wanted to talk to Joe and ask him questions as well. What was some of the other videos I wanted to do? I wanted to talk about, I had this idea to do a series of videos of like story times, like from my past and from being younger and different things that I went through. I do have a lot of video ideas. I mean, with this, if I did do a video with a sleeping bag, it would probably be like a story time video kind of thing. Probably would be something along those lines. Okay, so the next item I used up is this Mint and Aloe body lotion. I believe I got this one when we went to New York City last year. And we stayed at a hotel down there. That was so much fun. I'm in the midst of planning another girls' trip to New York City, hopefully the next couple of months. So, looking forward to that. New York City's fun. Although I think my favorite city of all is Boston. If I had to pick a city to live in, I think I'd pick Boston over New York. Probably. It'd be tough. Although when I was a teenager, I would totally tell you I'd go to New York City. But I hadn't experienced Boston yet at that point. Next, I used up this candle from the Dollar Tree. This is Bourbon Maple. These little mason jar ones are pretty good. Although I bought a balsam pine one that I haven't used yet in this line, and it doesn't smell the greatest. But normally these other ones have been really good. This smells warm and inviting. It honestly smells like gingerbread to me. Oh, maple. I guess it makes sense. But yeah, these little candles are great. I normally burn these in my bathroom when I'm taking a bath, and they're awesome. And I've recycled a lot of those little mason jars, but I'm not really sure what to do with all of them at this point now. Next, I use this cucumber mint. And this is bittersweet for me because I love this one so much. I brought this one with me when I went to Bermuda. Oh, you know, I would actually really love that, Mike, to be honest with you. I wouldn't mind actually, I did modeling briefly when I was younger. I wouldn't mind doing that again. I wouldn't mind being in the entertainment business, be able to spend more time with you guys, honestly. This is bittersweet because this was what I brought with me when I went to Bermuda. So when I smell it, I think of my trip to Bermuda. I wish I could go back this year, guys. It just wasn't in the cards, though. Like, I promised myself I was going to, but I can't swing it this year, unfortunately. And I just got ink all over me, which is really gross. But next year, I'm working towards that goal. Now that my car's paid off, which I paid off last week, yay! Adulting at its best. I'm hoping to do that. What do I see in my future? That's a really good question. Wow, that's a really good question. I mean, I'm furthering my career right now. I want to buy, my dream is to have a home on the water. I would love that. Um, I would love to have a home on the water. I would love to have a home on the water. I would love to have a home on the water. I would love to have a home on the water. I would love to have a home on the water. I would love to have a home on the water. I would love to have a home on the water. I would love that. just to be the happiest version of me, to be around the people I love, and I would love to travel more. I really need to work on my um, bucket list. I have a bigger effort list than a bucket list, so I really need to work on that because it's like, oh, that'd be a great idea. I'd love to do that. I'd love to do that, and like start knocking some of them off. I'm not sure. Happiness, prosperity, happiness and prosperity. Yes, lots of love. Speaking of which, this stuff smells amazing. This is called Bucks Fizz. This is the last item I have to show you guys. This is a body conditioner that I used up that I got for Christmas. It smells like a creamsicle. It smells so good. That's the last thing. Oh, love you guys. Love you so much. But yeah, guys, so I do have a lot of video ideas that I've been working on because I feel like I've been in a rut. What is that? I don't even know. Oh, I know what that is. Let's do a story time right now. So I bought a shirt. I don't know if I've even shown it to you guys yet. Probably not because I was so disgusted with what happened. Now, I'm not sure if we talked about this already, but we'll talk again about it if we haven't. So, I went out with my mother, and we went out shopping, which doesn't happen as often as it used to, mainly because we're trying to save money, and, I mean, you know, your girl loves to shop. About the shoes? No. I'll put a pair on before the end of the video. Oh my goodness, my feet are falling asleep from sitting on them. It's such a bad habit. I know that bad circulation runs in my family, and I definitely need to look into like doing something about it because that happens way more often than I want to admit to. It happened when I was a teenager too, but I think I had bad circulation. I'm just kind of in denial about it. I don't know. Or just from sitting on your legs all day, Michelle. That could be too. I have a bad habit of liking to sit on one of my legs while I'm sitting at a desk chair. So probably. Okay, now I'm a little confused. About the shoes? I may have missed something that you wrote. I do apologize. But yes, I do want to do some more videos, but we'll start. I have to write them down. I have a little book that I write down most of my video ideas in, and then taking it from there as well. I do need to figure out this camera as well. Oh, thank you, Jamie. Yes, I'll definitely pull them out. I got a pair that one of my lovely subscribers sent, that one pair my mom gave me. I got a ton of silvers. Oh my. You're probably talking, I think I know which one. Oh, thank you, Starman. Well, let me move. But this room has gotten cleaned up, like, immensely. But I still got, like, boxes all over the place. Move it over. Let me grab some. Oh! What am I doing? I'm an old lady. Grab some shoes. Gotta be one of these ones. Oh, ouch. Oh, ouch. Legs are sore. I did like an hour on the elliptical today. Ooh. I shouldn't be sitting on my leg, but I am. So, I don't know which silver pair you're talking about. That one. I got a lot of silver shoes. It's a problem. And this one from one of my beautiful subscribers. Look how beautiful she is. Love this one. And my mom bought me this one. Just one of my favorites, actually. Really, really pretty shoe. This is more of a champagne, though, than a silver. It's by International Concepts, Inc. One of my favorite brands. It's a really good brand. They tend to be expensive. But anyway. They're just rocking it. Anyway. So me and my mom went shopping, like I was saying, at Macy's. And I found a really pretty top, which I haven't worn nor done a video on yet. Anyway, this little piece of plastic I found next to me reminded me about this story. Yeah, I'll put those ones on at the end of the video. I'll put those on if you would like. So I bought this top, and the problem was the cashier was too busy texting on her phone. Now, I've been a manager in just about every industry you can think of. I've ran restaurants. I ran a toy store. I've ran my own jewelry business. I have pretty much done it all. And as far as the boss goes, I would say I was strict yet fair. I didn't care if you played on your phone where there was no customers around, but you do not have your phone out when you're waiting on a customer. Now, she was waiting on my mom first, and then she waited on me and wasn't paying attention to me. She's literally like texting. I'm watching her text. I pretty much can read what her conversation. And though I was a little annoyed, it was a Saturday. I do not have any silver stockings. Let's see if I can make you higher, because if I sit on my legs, it's gonna hurt some more. Let's see if we can do that. That works for now. Yeah, that works. So if you guys too. So I was gonna let it go that she was, it was a Saturday evening. I'm sure she just wanted to go home. I get it. I get it. Until I got home. Now keep in mind, the closest Macy's to me is over an hour away, so this was a special trip for us to go. I come home, and the top that I just bought, yeah, I have on my Misty Taupe ones. I come home, and the top that I just purchased still has the ink thing on it. Those little, like, security things. I was livid. Because I don't know when I'm going to get back to Macy's again. I messaged Macy's, and I told them about the situation, and they were actually pretty good. They're like, oh, let us know where you're located. We'll tell you the closest store. They're like, don't you think I've done that? Told them the one I went to is the closest one. Don't know when I'll be back. Lucky for me, the shirt was black and yellow, which is the same color as the dyes that are in those things. So I normally... Oh, love you too. I normally would not have taken the risk that I took with this shirt. I ended up taking my pliers, and I ended up removing the ink cartridge. It did explode. My hands were slightly discolored for a day. I was able to rinse the shirt out to the point where you can't see the color, which is great, because it was black and gold like patterned, so it worked out. Had it been any other color, I wouldn't have taken that risk, but I was able to remove it. But Macy's did do right by me with the whole scenario. Sorry, guys. Yes, it has. I plan on going to see a baseball game in New York, actually, this summer. I'm really excited. Thank you. But Macy's took really good care. I can't say nothing bad about Macy's. They always have. I was really upset about it. I had to prove to them, obviously at this point that I bought the shirt because I showed my receipt and everything like that through these messages because now, not that they were accusing me of theft. They weren't. But I understand why they wanted to see that. Because I'm sure they get people who have stolen items and have, oh, I can't get this thing off. You left it on there. So I totally get where they were coming from with that. So I showed my receipt. I showed them that the item had been left on my clothes. Nice. Actually, the drive-in where we live, well, it's 3 towns over, we want to go to this weekend. They're playing Shazam and How to Train Your Dragon, so I really am looking forward to seeing that. Dumbo just came out, and as much as I want to see it, I don't want to see it at the same time. Mainly because I love the Dumbo cartoon. I adore that cartoon. But it always makes me so sad because of what happened with him and his mom. Even though the ending's happy, the movie makes me sad. And I know I'm gonna cry. The minute I hear Baby Mine, I'm gonna lose it. The minute he's separated from his mom, and then I'm gonna lose it. I do know Tim Burton did this one, which I'm curious about. I do know Danny DeVito's in it, I like Danny DeVito. I think that'd be a really good movie choice. I don't think they have Timothy Mouse in it, Timothy Mouse was my favorite character in the cartoon. Actually, on my phone case right now is a Dumbo case. It's kind of ironic. And it's Dumbo and Timothy. Oh, thank you. No, not at all. I'm kind of an odd bird in my town, to be honest with you. I'm what is known as a transplant here. I wasn't born here. My parents were originally from cities, and we moved to this area from a city area, and they do not like city area people. Do you have a favorite? I do have favorite Disney film, Starman. Um, Alice in Wonderland, the cartoon, for sure, is one of my favorites. I love the Black Cauldron. It doesn't get old for me. I could watch it on repeat. It'll never get old. Brave is good. I really love that one as well. What else? Little Mermaid was one of my favorites growing up. Um, I loved Mulan when it came out. My favorites as of right now are Brave, Black Cauldron. I love Wreck It Ralph. Black Cauldron, Brave, Ralph. I'm missing one. Moana. I liked that one. Zootopia is really good. Oh yeah, that's a really good one. I love the Emperor's New Groove. Like that time frame when Emperor's New Groove came out, they had some really interesting films at that point. But I love Alice in Wonderland. I like that old style. Like I love the old Winnie the Poohs. Um, the Black Cauldron has that special like 80s cartoons have a special style all of their own. I think that's why I like a lot of the Don Bluth films. I love Rockadoodle. I know it's not Disney. Um, a Troll in Central Park. There's something about the color and the animation. It's just I love it. Thumbelina is another one. Just beautiful, beautiful films. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind CGI to an extent. I love Brave, like I said, but I feel like, and I know that those films take a while to make. It's not easy to make a CGI film, but there's something about the animation. Like I love watching the old Winnie the Pooh movies where you can see like out of nowhere you'll see like a little like design come out from somebody's sketch. My favorite cartoon character from the Nick. Oh boy, you're going back to the '90s. Sweet. Who was my favorite from Doug? That's tough. That's tough. I haven't seen that show in forever. I would probably have to say Doug. Mainly because I could relate to him. He was kind of an awkward kid in school, and he got picked on, and he had his little love interest, and he had his weird little friend, and that was kind of me as well. When I was in middle school and high school, I didn't fit in with the other kids. My mom is European, and both my parents are from cities, and that was a huge influence on me. And I live in a very country area. Not there's nothing wrong with that, but it's the truth. And I was heavily judged, heavily bullied because of it. Um, it wasn't until my senior year where I learned that like more people like me than I knew. Like not many, but it was just kind of a shock. Like I didn't even know you knew I existed. And of course, I had my little like crush, who's married and long gone now. But it was kind of like interesting. Like I could relate to him on quite a few levels. But I think I ended up turning out more like his sister Judy. I ended up becoming an artist. And I remember I didn't like Judy when I was, younger when I was watching the show, but I ended up becoming a teacher for an art education teacher anyway. No, it's okay. Um, it just happened. I was bullied a lot. That's why I ended up in private school. Oh, middle school. I guess they call it junior high. We always called it middle school. Didn't mean to call it middle age, but not quite there yet. Close enough, though. But yeah, it happens. And my friend group, like, was definitely like Skeeter in that sense because I came back to middle school and high school from private school. I was taken out of public school because of bullying. And then when I went to private school, the bullying was so much worse. I can't even tell you. I got into a lot of trouble because I defended myself when I was in private school. And I told mom, I was like, I can't deal with this anymore. I was like, I'm ready to go back to public school. Like, it taught me that you can't run away from your problems. There's no safe haven. And that you need to stand up for yourself and stand up for others who need your help. That's what going to that private school taught me in the long run. And then when I came back, and literally first day back, the bullies were at me, and I beat the crap out of them. It was a great way to start the school year. But the friends that like would sit at my table at like lunch and stuff we were a bunch of misfits. We didn't have a clique or a group that we fit in. We weren't band kids. We weren't um, the super smart, the kids like, the popular kids or the sporty kids. We didn't really fit into a group. We were just a bunch of misfits that everybody got picked on. But if you were at our table, the rule was nobody picks on anybody here. You don't have to agree with what anybody was or is or whatnot, but you protect one another. And I guess in that sense, I was kind of like the mother hen of the group because I kind of like set the rules for that table, or like the leader. I don't want to say the leader of the group because that sounds stupid, but I kind of was. Like, I made sure everybody was safe and protected and they felt like they had a place to be. And if somebody was picked on or you'd come and pick on somebody, I was pretty much the first one to say something just because I had been through it. I lived through it. I didn't want to see anybody else go through that. So, I mean, I don't talk to any of those people anymore. From what I hear here and there, they're doing good. A lot of them have children and, they're in good jobs and stuff like that, and I'm happy for them. But, yeah, that's what it turned out. It taught me a lot. It taught me what not to be, I ended up ending up in an abusive relationship not long after that, and that taught me a lot of things, though, too. Nice. I didn't have any of that, to be honest with you. Um, yeah, none of the guys really were interested in me. I was very artsy. My one friend, and I loved him to pieces. He was like amazing. He was gay, and I knew it, but at that time, you didn't come out yet. Like, he was very like still in the shadows. This was during a time like it was very looked down upon and stuff like that. This was very rural school, and he was afraid of being beaten up, and I totally get where he was coming from, but I knew, and I didn't care. So, at that point, neither one of us wanted the headache of a boyfriend, so we dated each other. Exactly, I agree with you, Jamie. So him and I were like dating for like 2 years or something like that until he felt confident enough to come out and, go and be with the boy he wanted to be with. And I was so happy for him. He was a great guy, he really was. And then I dated a guy like maybe for like a summer. I really can't say it was a date because I think he was using me for a rebound. And then I met my abusive relationship not long after that. So I really didn't date that many people in high school. Nope, not too many people really had interest in me because I wasn't like the rest of them. I wasn't really, I dressed very different. Not really. I like all of my skirts. Probably the one with the little inlays of lace in it. But yeah, so, and I really can't say, aw, it was okay though because at that point in my life, even though I wanted a boyfriend at the time, I was very much into my art and my fashion. I'm actually getting an area set up where I can make clothing again because I do love it so much. I was about self-expression, and I still am. If I'm not able to express myself, I don't feel right. Like, it's part of who I am, which is why I went for art education. I make jewelry. I like to paint. I miss making clothing. You guys have seen the outfit that I did, like my Spice Girls Halloween. I made that, and I wore that to high school. I wore this in public, guys, not as a costume. I wore it as clothing. Yeah, it was always about self-expression. And I remember when I got out of high school, my first job, I went to both of my junior and senior prom, and I did have a clear shoe, so it's kind of fun. I did kind of a glass slipper, but I didn't have a date. My date was a friend of mine who left school. She had to go to a different school, but we stayed close over the years. Her and I still actually talk, to be honest with you, once in a while. She's got 2 kids and a husband, so she's always busy, and I get it. And she works in the medical field now, so she's pretty busy. But I would bring her as my date, and even though she was my friend, that was kind of controversial at the time. No, and I never regretted being different. I mean, I thought about it at the time, like it bothered me that I didn't fit with some of the other kids, but it hurt me more not to be who I was, if that makes sense. Like, even back then, I had to be who I was. Because I was like, well, I can go out and we can buy you the shirt or this and that. Meaning, like, the clearance ones. We didn't have the money to, like, buy, like, at the time, it was, like, Tommy Hilfiger and Calvin Klein. I was like, no, I'm happy with who I am. It just pains me that they can't accept me for that. Yes, it taught me a lot. It really did. But like I said, and even to this day, I don't put up with bullying. I don't. Whether it's a child or adults are just as bad. Like, I remember thinking, like, once I'm an adult, this won't happen. No, it still freaking happens. I think just adults get better at hiding it. I don't know. Hey, Des, come here. Come here, Desi. Come here. Come on, say hi. You want to say hi to you too? I know you've been moody lately. I love you. Come here. Probably gonna growl at me for picking her up. Say hi. Say hi, honey. Hello. Hello. She don't want me to pick her up. Look at the camera, honey. Say hi. Say hi. We love you. We love you. I know you want me to put you down. All right. And I think you just farted. Thank you. Desi. Come on, Des. All right. She's had her fun. You don't want to come back? Come here, Des. My dog's crazy. She's going to be 13 this year. I can't believe it. My girl's getting old. I love my baby. But, yeah, so, I mean, it taught me a lot. I don't put up with bullying, and it's a problem. I mean, and I gotta say, in this sense, I'm so fortunate that I didn't have social media when I was going through high school. I can't imagine what some of these kids go through. I've read some of the stories, and it's just heartbreaking. I just wish, I mean, it's 2019, and I don't understand why we still have the problem with bullying that we do. I don't know, maybe it's like the rules or whatnot, although my school had a 0 tolerance rule. And that did nothing. So I don't know how this can be resolved. I really don't. The girls that bullied me and I beat up the first day of school, when I went back to public school and we were talking, me and my father were talking, and I knew about the 0 tolerance rule because I had been to that public school prior to going to the private school for 2 years. And I was like, well, I don't want to go to detention, Dad. I don't want to get suspended for whatever. And he taught me, he's like, well, don't make it look obvious. So when the ringleader, there were 3 girls that used to love picking on me. And the ringleader literally, like, within minutes of me walking in, started. And I'm like, I'm not putting up with this again. I'm not dealing with this again. So I literally took my book bag and I whacked it into her and made it look like my backpack fell off my shoulder. And then, oh, I'm so sorry. Every time I picked it up, it fell off my shoulder again. And I pretty much beat the crap out of her in my backpack. I really did enjoy my prom too. My junior prom was with my girls, and then I met my abusive ex at senior prom, although it was still a beautiful night. It was good times. Good times. But yeah, after I did that to that girl, she never bothered me again. I don't even think she lives in the state anymore. It doesn't matter. I haven't seen her in years, and I don't plan on it. Because the bad thing is, the people I went to high school with, a lot of them still have personal vendettas. Like, there's this one girl that I was friends with. her and I were friends for years, and I can't even tell you what happened our senior year. We ended up getting into a fight over something, whether it was college, whether it was a boy. I don't really remember. Agreed with you. Um, I think what it was, and I don't remember, is she was seeing this one guy, and I really don't know how to describe him other than wasn't good. And I don't think she liked that. I think she thought I wanted him, even though at the time I had my abusive idiot. But we stopped talking because of it. And I've tried to reach out to her. She refuses. And I banged into her twice since leaving high school. And I know her parents, who are actually pretty big in the area that I live in. And they love me and I love them. Yes, I did. I really did. I was so excited for these shoes. They're they're very special shoes to me. I love them so much. My mom's got good taste. Half the time she buys the same thing for herself, except for that one. But I reached out to her on Facebook. She just deletes my requests. When I banged into her twice in public, she literally stopped what she was doing and ran the other way. So I guess some people just don't grow up, and that's fine. I mean, I've tried. Like I said, I can't even tell you what the argument was about. Just that she doesn't. Apparently, she does, and still holds it against me. I'm in my 30s now. You're gonna hold whatever happened between a couple of 17-year-olds against somebody now? Like, grow up. But everybody does that. You know what I'm saying? But I tried. I made my peace, and that's it. I actually tried last week one last time. Like, you know, well, let's try one last time, just to put water under the bridge. Nope. But not everybody's like that, I guess. I guess that's what, like, I have the most trouble, like, realizing. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just such a problem, too. Like, it's not like it was just, like, my graduation class or anything like that. My brother went through it, too. He actually had it a little bit worse than I did. And I'm constantly hearing stories about kids today and, you know, going through bullying and stuff like that. It's just horrific. And where is the cause from? I mean, the girl that bullied me, her parents were just as bad. My mother tried talking to the parents, and they were just this. The best way for me to describe how her parents were was, if you've watched Bob's Burgers, there's an episode where they're watching a show called Banjo, and Gene has a bully named Choo Choo, and you meet Choo Choo's dad for like a brief second. My bully was pretty much Choo Choo, and the father was pretty much my bully's parents. So, I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. But even good parents sometimes have bully kids, so I really don't know, like, how do you stop something like that? I don't know. But I'm just trying to make the best. I guess it's good I don't have kids then, because I don't know how I'd put up with that. I don't know how parents put up when their kids are being bullied and stuff like that. And sometimes they don't even know. It's heartbreaking, you know? It is what it is. Hopefully we can get, like, seriously, if people could live and let live, we would be in such a better place. I don't understand how somebody can hate someone for how they look or what they are. Aw, that's really sweet. It was bittersweet when I left high school because I did have some good friends. There was a lot of good, and there was some bad for me. The funny thing is, my 10-year was a few years ago. I wasn't invited because the committee picked and chose who they liked, and apparently I didn't make the cut. Apparently half the class didn't make the cut. Yes, you're right. So because of that, I don't plan on going to any future um, reunions. But to be honest with you, in the world we live in today, like I get 30 years ago that you had reunions to reconnect. We have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have all these social medias. If you want to reconnect with somebody, it's not hard to find them really these days, unless they are not on social media, which a lot of people in my class do not use social media. Because I've tried reconnecting with some of them, they just don't use it. And that's fine. You don't have to. I struggle sometimes to use it. I agree with you on that, Jamie. I kind of felt like that too. I was the oddball out. I was. Like I said, I came from, my mother is very much European. She was first generation here and was raised by European parents, so that was pretty much part of my life. We did have a second language in the house growing up. Um, I've lost it a little bit over the years because it's not spoken since my grandfather passed. But, you know, that culture was a part of me. My parents were all from the city in a country area that does not like city kids. Not good. And I was an artist. I am an artist who was more into self expression. And that was a huge issue, a really big issue. I don't know why. I wasn't hurting anybody, so I liked glitter and things that sparkled. Oh, thanks, Mike. That's really sweet. That's really sweet. Um, but yeah, it wasn't bad. There was other things going on in my life, and I don't want to get down that road perhaps tonight. But we'll talk about that because school was my safe haven compared to what I had to deal with at home sometimes. So, um, I think that's why I protected all these other people who were being bullied. Did I ever meet my great grandmother? On my dad's side, yes. On my mom's side, I met her once. I don't remember very well. I was quite young. We did live here in the country when I saw her, but I was quite little. Maybe 8 years old. She's since passed a while ago. Um, but yeah, I met her once, and I met my dad's side numerous times. We actually called her Grandma Yoda because she was like tiny and cute and kind of little like Yoda. It's a term of endearment. Truly, it is. But yes, I got to meet them both. I know my dad's grandmother better than my mom's grandmother, but yeah, I was able to meet both of them, which was nice. My grandmother, my mom's side, died when I was 5. Yes, I have lots of stories that I do eventually want to talk to you guys about. It's been one of those video ideas I wanted to do because I'm not gonna lie, growing up was hard. Um, there were some tough times, and I think some of the stories may be able to help others, especially what I went through with my abusive ex. Unfortunately, and fortunately, I guess in the same aspect of it, I can smell out abusive relationships from a mile away, and I try to help people out of them. It doesn't always work because, as I learned being through myself, you need to be ready. You need to, if you're in that kind of situation, you need to want out. And it doesn't matter what a million people say. There could be 100 people behind you like, I'm here for you. You need to get away. If you don't make that choice, they can't force you. You know what I'm saying? You'll stay in that bad situation. And some people do. And so I do want to like talk about those stories some more. Oh, thank you. I feel that way about you guys too. There's a handful of you. I recognize your names. And like you become like a part of my family as well. From talking on here or through Instagram or Snapchat. There's a few different social medias that I use that I've connected with you guys. And I know one of you talks to me through my email as well. And through Facebook, even though I'm really bad at returning things, guys, and I'm sorry. And even when with your comments here on Facebook, YouTube, I do try to get back, guys. I'm sorry if I don't get back right away. I do read them all, but it takes me some time. But yeah, I do recognize your names and who you guys are, and I love you guys. You guys have been so good to me, and it just blows my mind. Like when I first started this channel, I didn't expect to make the friends that I did, and it's just been absolutely amazing. It really has been. I'm currently working on. It's in the baby stages of it. I hope to get it done by the end of the summer, to be honest with you. Oh, thank you, Jamie. I'm not sure what you mean by that. About the shoes. What were we talking about? I lost my train of thought. Darn it, I hate when I do that. But you guys truly mean the world to me, and I never thought when I first started this channel that I'd make the friends that I have, and it blows my mind every day. And then like when you guys, I'm still putting up the videos of the things you've sent me. So if you sent me stuff and you haven't seen the videos of it yet, they're coming, guys. They're filmed. It's just taking me quite a bit of time to post them. Oh, thank you. I do. So if you did send me things, the videos are coming. Like I said, I got a garter belt video coming up and a bunch of other things from things you've sent. And it's just taking me some time to set them up and get them going. And plus, I've been putting videos in between because I know not everybody's here for the pantyhose or for the Amazon wishlist stuff. I've actually gotten a lot of negative feedback about doing those Amazon unboxings, but that's okay. You guys requested it, and I love doing them. It's been so much fun, and you guys have gotten me into quite a bit more different hosiery, and you got me some beautiful shoes like this one. And there's a Fergalicious, which she's not here, she's in the other room. But I got this in a beautiful Fergalicious, and I love them so, so much. Oh, love them so much. You guys have spoiled me. You really do. I love you guys. But yeah, I never thought in a million years that I'd make the friends that I did. I felt so lonely and so alone when I started my channel. I literally felt like the lonely man on the island, and then I got all of you guys, and it's just been such a blessing. It really has, and you guys are from like all over the world. Oh, thank you. I want to one day, if the channel gets big enough. I would love to like do some like meet and greets and stuff like that. I would love to do that. That would be so awesome. One day. I agree with you, Jamie. My grandfather, before he passed, he always would tell me, look for the good in the people. And I try. I mean, not every, people are saying negative things because they're dealing with things themselves. And sometimes it's hard to remember that, but I try to remind myself of that as often as I can. It's very important. But you guys have been absolutely amazing. Like, I got the best subscribers. But one day I would love to be able to like do meet and greets and travel. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Oh, good. How are you? I'm doing really well. Um, yeah, it's just been it's just a crazy journey. It really has been. But I do plan by the end of the summer doing the Patreon, and I have a box of old shoes because you guys have. I can't tell you how many of you have requested to buy my old shoes. I don't know because I know with eBay there are regulations. Oh, thank you. eBay has a lot of regulations. You can't sell the used pantyhose, and I'm not sure what their stance is on used shoes, which is why I haven't put them on there. I can put a couple on there if you are interested, but I was thinking about putting them on Patreon. Oh, thank you. I was telling my brother about it. We were posting some of my outfits on there with my name as seen on Michelle Vixina's channel. So we can do that with some of the shoes. I got a lot of flats. You know what? We can do that as the next video. I'll show you the shoes that are going to be up for auction. And we'll probably start them at a low bid too. Probably something like $1 or something like that. On the smaller ones, there's boots on there too that weigh a little bit more. So that might be a little bit more pricey just because to cover the shipping. Oh, you're very welcome. I'm really glad you enjoy them. I love getting feedback from you guys. And if you guys have any suggestions for other videos, like I said, I want to do more story times I want to do like a natural beauty. Some of you have recommended like doing some like food recipes that I like to make. I do want to do like a sit down with Joe and where we could do like, you know, have a dinner and talk. I do like doing those kinds of videos. I haven't been able to do one of those in quite some time. I am going to do more of the couch videos. I know you guys love those videos. I just got to figure out when. I need to like, I make my own hours, but I'm super, super bad at getting to my job any earlier than 8. I would get at exactly 8. I wake up at 6. Make it to work at 8. What's wrong with me? It shouldn't take me 2 flippin' hours, but it does. Yeah, it does. But so I definitely want to do more of that. I thought about even like doing like little like small tidbits while working out, but that working out and talking doesn't really work out so well. Oh, thanks, Jamie. I do, because like I'm doing like the same 3 types of videos, and I want to like branch out. So we're definitely gonna be doing some more fun stuff. Yeah, I love answering your guys' questions. It's a lot of fun. I did think, because you guys know I make jewelry. I have some of it here. I wanted to start selling it again, to be honest with you. My outfit today. Well, I don't have my shoes on at the moment, but this shirt my mom gave me, I don't even remember who it's from. She gave it to me. She didn't wear it anymore. I know it came from Macy's. These I got from Boscov's. It's got this little like tie on it. I think these are made by Joe Bombasset, and they're super, super soft. I had to throw out a pair because they were so worn out, but I really like them. I had on a pair of black ballet flats today to give my foot a break, but I will be putting on, I don't even know where to like put the camera to film the shoe, because you guys have requested that. I did wear long skirts in high school. Back when I was in high school, let me move this bag of Project Pan stuff out of the way. The sarong skirts were popular. So I will put these shoes on for you because you did request it, but I had no idea how I'm going to get this camera down. How are we going to do this? We're just going to wing it like we do everything else around here. Figure this out. Feels like I have all of this stuff here. Okay, let me put these shoes back, but I'll still talk to you while we're putting these shoes away. But yeah, I had a lot of sarong skirts in high school, which was a thing back then. It's not really a thing anymore, but I'm sure it's going to be coming around the corner at some point. Again, everything comes back. Oh, before I put these shoes on, I gotta show you this. I just got this from eBay, and I'm so excited for it. I had this book when I was in high school. This was one of the things my dad threw out on me because he likes to do that shit. But can't curse on eBay. YouTube. Anyway. Oh, one of my first loves was Leonardo DiCaprio. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Don't think I'm his type, but he's yummy. But I love this book. I can't tell you how many hours I spent reading this book. It talks about like all the behind the scenes things of the movie. I was obsessed. I love the fashion in it. Love the fashion in this. Got a big shirt because I don't think there's any nudity of her in there, but I do know that there's her with the necklace and stuff like that. I don't think there's anything like that in here though. Pretty sure there's not. But I love the fashion. Like they actually show like a lot of her like dress sketches. Like look at the dress she's in. Oh, look at him. Hello, Mr. Yummy. Yum yum. Ah, what girl didn't love him? Oh, thank you. Love that scene with the mother. Although, like, I can relate to some things she went through at that time. I can. The underwater scene. Very pretty. Okay, yeah, they do have the picture of her with just the necklace on. Can't put that on here. That's all we need. You know what I'm saying? All we need. YouTube go, nudity. Water. Loved this movie. I haven't watched it in years because it makes me so sad. I normally like back in the day when it was on VHS. I only watched the first VHS because Leo was still alive. There they are, put on like the makeup and stuff. like it's funny. Like I'm older than he was when he made this film, and I'm like, oh my god, like if I such a baby. I love this book. I got this for like such a great deal too. It's in decent condition. This book. It smells like I remember it. My dad threw it out on me like everything else. So let me figure a way of putting the camera down so I can put these bad boys on for you really quick. And then maybe we'll do some more time before leaving. Okay. What a wreck. What a wreck. Well, it's not that bad of a wreck compared to what it was, I'll tell you. But yeah, so so I gave my brother a bunch of stuff to put on eBay. Yeah, it sure was sad, but I do like that movie. I guess that's like really one of the few chick flicks that I like. I guess Titanic is technically a chick flick, but I love it. I actually really love The Man in the Iron Mask. I love the Three Musketeer movies. Love them. Love something about the Three Musketeers. I don't know. I think it's sexy. Okay. All right. Sure. Ow, that wasn't good. I hope I did not just break my camera. Okay. Oh, I hope I didn't break the lens. Please be okay. Oh, thank you, Lord Jesus. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Camera's okay. Well, we're going to take you off there before you fall again. Lens alone. Quite expensive. Okay. Yes, it's still working. This is the shoe that you wanted me to put on. I actually really like wearing bedazzled shoes with pants like this. It's one of my favorite things to do, especially jeans. It adds a little bit of extra. It's one of my favorite things to do is wear bling shoes with like a pair of jeans or pants. I think they're super cute. My mom gave me these ones and I love them. This is more like a gaucho pant today, doesn't it? I like these. Although my pants are a little long. I'm wearing Misty taupe pantyhose, but they're ripped up on the thigh, so they're going in the garbage today. They're pretty. They're technically a champagne, not a silver. I need to get my nails redone. They're looking pretty bad. I found out that the place that we were going to, my pedicurist, wasn't sanitizing her tools, and somebody we knew got a bad infection. So I need to find a new place to go. Because, yeah, that's disgusting. Put these down. Makes me sick. I don't even know how I didn't realize that sooner. Set up. At least now you guys know how you guys are set up when I put you up here. Top of my Bambi box that I think it came from Disneyland when my uncle went. Had it for as long as I've been alive. Just gotta be 30 years old. He's one of those guys that goes to like Disneyland like 4 times a year. I don't know. I think it's too expensive to go. I'm really not into Disney that much to spend all that money. I wanted to go, and I was looking at the prices, and like the price of the hotels in the park don't even include the park. Why would I want to stay at a hotel in Disneyland if I don't get to go? I don't get it. For the amount that you're paying for those rooms, you should be allowed to at least one of the parks for free. I'm just saying. Thank you for joining, and I'll talk to you soon. Probably gonna wrap it up soon, guys, because it is a Monday, and your girl's gotta work. I'm gonna make English muffin pizzas and a side salad. Like, when it comes to, like, diet and stuff like that, as you guys know, I try to deprive myself, so when I'm, like, feeling in the mood for something, I just will have a small helping. So, tonight, I want pizza. Oh, that's not a bad idea, Jamie. That's a great idea. Look at this little schnibble. Little schnibble coming off the side of my head. This is why Mom called me Strudelpeter. Things don't change. That's a really good idea. Thank you. But yeah, instead of depriving myself and like ending up going on a binge or anything like that, so I'll have like I'll take little English muffins and I'll toast them first so they get nice and crispy. You don't have to do that part, but I do because I like them crispy. Put a little sauce, put a little cheese on there, and delicious. Ramon, good to see you too. Oh my gosh, all my favorites are here tonight. I'm so excited. I'm doing really good. Thank you. Love you too. Having a little red wine, one of my favorite things. It's just been so awesome talking to you all again. It's been so long. I want to do a Pamper Me video. I'm not sure what night it'll be. I want to aim for a Friday where we do like a face mask and do the baby feet thing that I told you about. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna set this up because I normally have you set up like this when we film live. For that, I figured I'd put it more on a downward angle so you can see like the baby feet things on my feet, and we can talk and like chill and stuff like that. So I really don't know how to set that up. I do want to eventually set up an area. I haven't figured out where. I want to get. It's on my Amazon wish list right now. The thing is awesome. It's one of those chairs that look like a shoe, and I want to set up a little area with like a little table and like you know how like some YouTubers have an actual cute setup, and I don't. It's been something I've been wanting to do for quite some time, but working on that. And like I said, I'm slowly working on the Patreon thing. One of you recommended doing a Instagram for just selling the shoes and stuff, but I think I may put them on eBay. If you guys are interested in that, let me know either down below or either on Instagram, my Facebook page. Let me know. Because I know a lot of you do want to buy the shoes, so if you would be interested in like on eBay, I can definitely have my brother post them and have him just put like as seen on Michelle Vixino's channel, so you can find them easier. But yeah, I think that sounds like a good idea. But I'm gonna get going, guys, because I do gotta go to work in the morning and I haven't eaten yet. But I want to thank you so much for joining me. Maybe we should do a mid one like this. Yeah, we are working on the Patreon. I will let you know when it's in full swing. As you guys know, I do the you requested the Amazon wish list, so it's on most of my newer videos now. And thank you so much for the beautiful things you've sent me. It has blown my mind away. It truly does. Your kindness, and I can't believe it. It really, I can't. When I opened up all those packages and stuff like that, it just blows my mind how much you guys care, and I love you guys so much. I've been so blessed to have some of the most amazing people watching my videos. I really am. But thank you guys so much for watching, and we will be doing another live video soon. I'm not sure if we're going to do another one this week, but definitely soon. So good night, Jamie, and I will be messaging you back soon from your message. I did see it. I'm sorry I haven't gotten back to you yet. You too. Like I said, you can message me on the Facebook and on Instagram and stuff like that. I do have a Snapchat. I think only one of you is on my Snapchat, to be honest with you. But yes. And we'll talk soon. So I will see you all soon, guys. I love you all so much. And until the next live video, I'll see you next time. Good night, guys.